And hello everyone, and welcome to Arcade Saturdays. Every Saturday we go out and we find some classic arcade games that we can play just to relive that classic arcade nostalgia, all that good stuff that I miss about going out to the arcades, going out, checking out the classic games, throwing quarters into any machine I could find. That noise of the arcade that used to come through whenever you first went into the entrance and all the lights were blinking and everything was going crazy, and you can never get past that. It was such a great feeling. But anyways, I am your host, nicodemoscain, and we do this every Saturday. We go out and we find some classic arcade games, and I said today, because I couldn't really think of anything else to play, really, I couldn't. I said, let's play Gauntlet. Why not? I got it on my, what is this? I always forget what the name of this is. The Midway Arcade Treasures. Is that what it is? Arcade Origins. Midway Arcade Origins on the PlayStation 3. Of course, this was the classic, top-down. You had 4 players. You could be a warrior. What was it? Warrior, elf, a dwarf. I think was it a dwarf? Oh god, I don't even remember. We might have to go in and do it. I could see it, just barely. Quintar Merlin. Oh, there was a wizard. I remember the wizard. I don't know. Let's go. Let's get into it and get it. Okay, magic and fire. All right. Yes, warrior, female warrior, and a magician, and an elf. So I get a female warrior. I thought it was a dwarf. Am I thinking of something else? I must be thinking of something else. Alright, well, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Why not? Now, of course, the way that we play this is that we have 4 quarters, which counts as 4 game overs. But what you could do with Gauntlet is you could put quarters in and you could up the health of whoever you were playing as. So what I'm thinking is I should just go ahead and put all 4 quarters in, instead of trying to do a continue. That way I'll just bump the health, and we will go from there. Once I die, I die. Okay, how's that sound? That sounds good to me. So let me, no, not that. Can't remember exactly.
Welcome.
No, I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that either. How do you... Oh, there it is. That's 2, 3, and that's 4. So that's how much we have.
Treasure, 100 points.
All right. And of course, this is this had it to where your health was constantly going down because they didn't want you.
To open doors.
They didn't want you to constantly be playing this game.
Oh.
Because some players I've seen on this game, oh my god, man, I'm getting owned here. Don't shoot the food. All right, here we go.
Oh.
You got to go through the tutorial nonsense on the first level. Do we really want to go through and get that? Oh, there's treasure up there, though. All right, let's go do it. Come on, you bastards. Come on, you bastards. Oh, shit. There we go. Exit to 8.
Oh, warrior, your life force is running out.
Really? Seriously? Oh shit, we are dying, aren't we?
That was a heroic effort.
Oh crap. Okay, well, we're going to 4. Oh my god, I am down to 200 health. Oh Jesus. We've already burned 4 quarters.
Save potions for later use.
Oh wow. Okay, this is not doing good. We're not doing good here. I'm going to switch to the D-pad because I'm not doing well. There we go. Yes, I know this. But of course, if you didn't have the countdown, it was very possible to be able to run through this game and just pick everything off from a distance. So they made it to where you had to be putting quarters in constantly. There you go. There's that. I think it's my problem, though. I think I was getting too close to the enemies. Oh, shoot. I'm going to die. I can't believe I'm going to die.
Oh.
I hit the button. I accidentally hit the button. Well, okay, we're gonna keep going because I mean it's Gauntlet, man. You gotta friggin' play the game, shit. So of course, that wasn't very good. That was not a very good playthrough at all. That was actually pretty crap. But this one, I always love this one. I remember several times it'd be me and my buddies, and we'd be on this thing, chunking quarters in. I bet you we would probably put in dollars at a time playing this. And of course, if you had some really good players, you know, you could. Oh, 4 health, shoot or fight grunts. What? Oh, the hell? Come on. Get him. Come on now. But if you had some really good players, you could get really far in this game. And I always liked that about this. You know, it was a pure, you know, choose your own adventure type where you could go to any floor you wanted to. I don't think I've ever actually gone to like the upper floors. And I don't remember how many actual floors there are. I know there's a lot. When I got this collection, I did one of those really bad cheater games where I just kept putting quarters in, you know, just kept playing to see how far I could get. I will be honest, after a while, this game gets boring as shit. I will not lie. It's, you know, and your
life force is
crap.
running out.
After a while, you really start just getting tired. So it got to the point to where I had so much health that I was basically seeing how long it would take for them to kill me. Pretty much is how it was. Come on, guys. Get out of there. But it was always one of my favorites. This one and Gauntlet 2, which just improved on the whole thing. 100%. Without a doubt. And then, there's the exit. Make it to the exit! I made it to the exit. Beware the demon which shoots you. Demons which shoot you. Oh, the demons which shoot you. And of course, they're beholders. Oh! God, die, you bastards. I'm dead. Alright. There we go. Enter my name in. But I always loved this game. It was always a fun game. Should we play another character? Press start within 18 seconds. Continue game on this level. No, I don't know what time. What time are we looking at here? How am I doing on time? No. It's only been like 7 minutes. Let's play another one. Let's let this run out, and we will pick another. What if we have to actually go back out and then enter in? Yes, abandon. We will come back. Let's try the. Oh, let's try the wizard. Let's do the wizard. Why not? But again, it was always a fun game, and I always liked being the. I always liked being the warrior. You know, I mean, it's kind of the traditional thing. Loses 10 health, shooter, avoid ghosts. I'm worried about, like, I'm so used to, like, MP. I've been playing Final Fantasy for so long that,
to open doors.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go down the exit. We're gonna see how many levels we can get to as fast as we can. But I've been playing Final Fantasy so much that everything, you know, if you do any spells at all, you know, you waste MP. So that's my first thing is oh man, I'm burning MP. I can't do that. But this had the very Dungeons and Dragons style, you know, of fighting, and that's what I always pretty much called this as. You know, this is the video game version of Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, it's really the way that you would want, you know, a game like that to play. Even though they've made Dungeons and Dragons games, and don't get me wrong, I had so much fun with those too. But this was made 100% to be a quarter munching machine, without a doubt. The whole health going down as you played, and oh shit!
Wizard needs food badly.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. The whole thing with, you know, putting the quarters in for the health and just the amount of enemies on the screen at once. I mean, this game especially in the upper levels, man, this game would hand you your ass and then some. It did not pull the punches after a while. And of course, Gauntlet 2, Electric Boogaloo, having the better processor, man. The amount of enemies in Gauntlet 2 were just insane. I wonder if I can actually like run out of health. I've never actually let it run out of health. So let's just let it run out of health, see what happens. I love the wizard sprites though. It's so amazing how well this game looks for what it is, especially for what it is. I've never let the health run out. I'm gonna let the health run out. But I would say definitely top 20 video games of all times for me. I don't remember too many times where I've actually had the chance to, go out, hunt one down and say, oh, look, there's one in the back of the arcade, let's go play it. I always remember it was one that it would be like the feature machine. You'd have like maybe a Pac-Man or a Galaga sitting over to the side, or you would have you'd have the standbys, maybe like a Q*bert or something. But then right there, dead smack in the middle, would be the Gauntlet. And it was like, this is the machine you need to play. Eventually it would get replaced by the 4-person, like The Simpsons or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or, X-Men or something like that. But I always remember Gauntlet being like the premier machine. Oh, you can die if you just let it run out. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I've never let that happen before. But it was always one of those that I loved. I loved playing it. I chugged quarters into it constantly. I think you did a lot better if you did the continues instead of chunking the quarters in. See, I've got a lot of, especially on the Warrior, I've got 2 names on there, number 3 and number 5. But it was Gauntlet, man. You gotta love it. And of course, it led to Gauntlet 2, which was pretty amazing. Gauntlet 2, Electric Boogaloo. And then it led to so many different spin-offs. I remember there was Gauntlet Legends, which was almost like a 3D. Was that the 3D one? There was one that was 3D that I didn't really like too much. There was another Gauntlet that they released that was like this. That was the top-down view, but it was a 3D perspective. You couldn't move the camera or anything, but it was a lot better looking, lot better looking game. It still had all the same enemies. It still played the same, did all the same, but I don't remember what that one was. I played that one too. I liked that one. That one was good. But it was always fun. I don't think there were too many times that I actually had 4 people on this machine. I think maybe there was once, maybe twice that I had 4 people on this machine, and we just wreaked holy havoc on everything. Once you get 4 players on this machine, of course, there was a difficulty spike too. The more people you had playing the game, the harder the game got. So I don't think it was so much that the enemies were harder. It was just that they would throw more at you. It would get harder that way. But I always liked it. I always said Gauntlet was one of my absolute favorites. Like I said, top 20. Without a doubt, top 20. So much so that I bought Gauntlet 2, and this collection actually has Gauntlet 2 on it. I'm going to go back out and I'm going to take a look at the machine, because I always love this machine. Like I said, it was always the centerpiece. You see the speakers at the top. And I always remember it was one of the few machines, because it had the guy that would actually speak to you. You could hear this machine from outside of the arcade. It was always like, oh man, they got a Gauntlet. Holy shit, that thing's yelling. And it would too, because the way the guy's voice was and the way that he said it, you could hear it a mile away. But there you go, man. Gauntlet. That's absolutely amazing. Is there anything else in here that I need to... No, guess not. I don't think I changed anything. There's 4. Moderate, hard, hardest. Oh, Jesus. And then there's an easiest. Wow. Alright. Well, there you go. Gauntlets. What did it say? 1985 from Atari. Yes, very good stuff. And of course, this was on the Midway Arcade Origins collection on the PS3. I'm going to remember this one of these days. I did find out, however, that this collection is on the... Is it the GameCube? The Wii? I think it's a GameCube. Because since I've been getting into game collecting, this came up somewhere and I said, oh, look, I own that. But I own it on the PS3. But it's definitely a great collection if you ever want to have a whole bunch of arcade games. I know we've played a lot of them. This one has Gauntlet 2. We might do Gauntlet 2 next week. It's interesting that they both have the same side graphics. I guess that's all you had to do really is just change the top stickers. Yeah, that's all you had to do is change the top stickers and the front. You could just use the same cabinets. That's really cool. Well, get on ya. That's smart is what that is. But of course, Joust, and I know I've gone through these before. Rampage. I've played several of them on this one. Of course, the Sprint, Super Sprint. But anyways, we're going to stop. That's enough out of me. That's enough nostalgia for one day. But that was Gauntlet. Like I said, classic game. But I have been nicodemoscain. I thank you guys very much for watching. I absolutely love these arcade Saturdays to be able to come in and play some of these classic arcade games, you know, relive some moments. Even if I don't have too many moments with it, it's always good just to replay the games, especially the games that I remember playing a lot. Again, I don't remember hunting out a Gauntlet, but for all the places that we ever went where Gauntlet was the premier game, we played it. So it was what it was. But I always remember, you know, if it was just me by myself, I would never play it. But if I had a buddy with me, I would definitely play it with a buddy because it's a buddy game. It's a game that you play with two players, and you have fun with it, you know. And it's always a pain in the ass whenever you've got to sit there, especially me and some of my friends. We were some big boys, especially if you had to be one of the bitch players in the middle. You had everybody's elbows rubbing up against you and you're trying to hit the buttons, especially if you're on the right side and you're going contrary to what you're supposed to be playing, you know. It just, yeah, it was a good game. But anyways, I'm going to stop. We've had fun. This has been Arcade Saturdays. Every Saturday I do this. We go out to the classic arcade. We take $1. We go play some games. See what we can remember, what we can pull out of this twisted little mind of mine. And tell some tales. Remember how great these games were, and generally have some fun. So if you got any enjoyment out of it at all, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know if you have any other games on this collection you'd like to see me try out. You know, tell you some stories. Some of these games, Arch Rivals, never played it. Sorry. We will play it eventually, though, because I do have this thing I do where I go through and I say, you know what, why don't I play a game I've never played before? Like Wizards of War. I'd never played it, but actually that was a really fun game when I played it. But anyways, come on back next week, next Saturday, and we'll see what else we can play. It's usually random. Usually a random pick. Spy Hunter. God. Spy Hunter 2. But other than that, thank you guys very much for coming around, checking it out. Until next week, I wish you all well on all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. Save your quarters.